Before we start, I don't own any of this footage. You already know the deal. Read it. Let's get into the greatest get back in Pokemon history. While running through the forest looking for Dawn and Pikachu, Ash runs into a danger to civilization. Oh, this man is a walking hazard. Bro shows up, first thing he says, Ash, you really think that Starly's good enough? Bro watched Ash catch it and then immediately started hating, bro. And to add icing on the cake, this man did a money spread with Starlies, bro. Then bro shows the one with Aerial Ace and releases the rest of them. And here come Ash with his goody two shoes response. Any Pokemon can be strong if you train them. We do not care. Here y'all go in the comments.
Actually, bro, he did it because he wanted to show Ash about you finishing the Pokédex.
Man, nigga, shut up! We don't care! Honestly, I'm not even mad at Paul, bro. We all do it. Hey, if you're not getting used, you going to the box. I already see the comments. Why is your box so empty? Bro, I have the worst game on Switch, bro. I gotta use all the mons I can use, bro. Try! Anyway, all of this is important for the revenge arc. Just trust me, twin. They both send out a Starly. Ash goes, use quick attack. It lands, and then Paul Starly says, my turn, and hits a direct aerial ace, bro. Ash tries wing attack, but Paul uses double team. Ash goes, the real one is in the back. Dodge it. Wait a minute, twin. Last video, see, this what I be talking about. Last video, Ash did not understand double team. Mind you, that was a season before this one. So what does this mean? Let me stop. Starly gets smoked by another aerial ace. Paul wins, and after the win, bro starts talking crazy. Roll the clip.
I think I figured out your battle style. You cover up your wear attacks by pushing, and when you combine that with a lame-o strategy like yours, I can't help but feel sorry for any Pokemon who gets stuck with a lousy trainer like you.
Wouldn't let that happen to me, though.
Then Ash throws out Aipom and Paul throws out Chimchar. Aipom starts with Swift. Chimchar counters with Ember. Aipom goes for Focus Punch, but Chimchar boots up the Flame Wheel. They be hot and ready, twin. No Little Caesars. Y'all eat Little Caesars, bro?
No!
Man, you tripping, bro. That bit buzz, you know what I'm saying? Hell no. Aipom recovers and then uses double team. And then Chimchar said, why would I guess when I can just switch all of them down? Aipom boosts up Focus Punch one more time. Jumps up, dodges, and booms Chimchar. And Paul's like, that's enough. With zero emotion. This man's a menace, bro. I'm trying to tell y'all. Now let's get to the next important episode. We see my boy Chimchar wounded and breathing heavily. And then a whole raid boss squad pulls up. Torterra, Ursaring, Electabuzz. Bro, look at this lineup, bro. Paul tells Electabuzz use Thunder, and the camera zooms in on his smirk. He's enjoying this, bro. He's pure evil. Then he yells, Torterra, Hyper Beam, Murkrow, Shadow Ball, Ursaring, Focus Blast. Mind you, all these attacks is going at Chimchar, twin. Bro, this is not training. That's attempted murder. He's a level 13 starter. He just learned Ember last week. This is a blatant violation. Chimchar boots up the Flame Wheel and tanks everything like a soldier. Ash runs in like, hey, what's going on here? And gets hit with Flamethrower. I'm not gonna lie, Ash didn't even deserve that. Bro ain't even do nothing wrong, bro. I'm gonna be real with y'all. The writers was definitely in the boardroom listening to YNW Melly, bro. When they wrote this, they was listening to Melly, bro. The
whole day non-stop, just run it back every time it turn off, bro.
Ash compliments Chimchar, and Paul just goes, we're not done.
Is this nigga serious?
And look at Chimchar's face. Bro, face switched up so fast. Ash asked Paul, why is he doing this? Paul hit him with the meanest one-liner. Cause I can. And he called Chimchar useless. How are we letting this slide, bruh? And as Paul walks off, Chimchar's just standing there.
Eyes watery, soul broken.
Next scene, they're jumping him again, bro. Chimchar gets folded. Paul said, Chimchar, stand. Chimchar cannot even move, bro. He can't do it. And then Paul says this. Electabuzz, wake it up with thunder. Nah, Paul's a supervillain. I'm not gonna lie to you. Paul's an actual menace to society, bro. Pikachu pulls up with the cleanest Volt Tackle and saves Chimchar. And then Ash takes Chimchar to the Pokemon Center. Now, at the Pokemon Center, Brock tries to press Paul, and Paul says they all want the same thing. And we get a flashback of Chimchar versus a group of Zangoose. Bro was literally fighting for his life, bro. The Zangoose was on timing, bro. They was hawking him down. Chat. They was trying to kill this nigga, bro. They cornered him. Claws out. No witness. They finna take. Let me stop. They finna take bro down. Chimchar went Super Saiyan and clapped all the Zangoose, bro. Look at this clip, twin. I need you to watch this. Bro went crazy, bro. Come on. That's why Paul wanted him. That's the power he saw. You see, that's why Paul needed him. Paul isn't a bad guy. I'm not delusional. He's not crazy. He's not crazy, bro.
Is this nigga serious?
Okay, that was definitely some delusion slipping in. Let me just go ahead and walk that back. My fault. He's trying to recreate that moment, but with torture, bro. This is kind of crazy. Next up, we have the tag battle arc. Also, just want to mention before this arc, Chimchar never got to fully heal at the Pokemon Center. Bro, Paul made him go straight to the battle with injuries, bro. Ash and Paul versus Zangoose and Metagross. Bro, Chimchar looks spooked. Paul yells flamethrower, but Chimchar's PTSD kicks in. Tries to do dig, but fails. Ash tells Turtwig tackle. Turtwig looking at Chimchar, you good, man?
Hell no.
And Turtwig eats a psychic. Then Zangoose goes for Crush Claw, about to finish Chimchar, but Turtwig jumps in and saves him up. That's what I'm talking about. That's why he's the GOAT. The GOAT. Bro, Turtwig is so tough, bro. He had too much heart, bro. He was really a dope Pokemon. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Y'all said Turtwig video coming soon? I bet. And guess what? This man Paul violated. This man told Chimchar to use Flame Wheel on Turtwig, his teammate. And look at Chimchar's reaction. Chimchar hits everyone with Flame Wheel. Turtwig's hurt. Paul yells again, flamethrower. Chimchar looks at the Zangoose and shakes in fear. Bro's terrified. Turtwig jumps back in with Razor Leaf, falls over. Zangoose hits a fire blast. It's GG's, twin. He was about to incinerate Turtwig. Chimchar jumps in front of it. And what does Paul do? Turn his back and doesn't say a word. Look at this. Chimchar is looking at him asking for direction. He doesn't know what to do. You're the trainer. And this man Paul does not say a single word, bro. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, bro. Me and Paul, bro, we would have had to get it, bro. Cause there's no way, bro. If I'm Ash, I'm not going for that, bro. Forget the tournament, bro. We got a bump, bro. This nigga over here talking about Chimchar use Flame Wheel on Turtwig. As soon as he would have said that, I'm taking this nigga off the map, bro. What are we talking about? You not about to play with me, nigga. Sorry for my outburst. I apologize. Ash tells Chimchar to use a flamethrower, and it's a direct hit. Knocks out Metagross. Turtwig tackles Zangoose, and they win the battle. And Paul just stands there silently. Doesn't say congrats, doesn't even blink. Then walks off and said, "You're off the team." He released Chimchar. Had that boy taking a walk of shame. Ash offers Chimchar a home, which is kind of crazy, that part, you know. I ain't gonna lie, that's where the water words come in, bro. You just like, dang, bro, this nigga Paul really ruthless like that, bro. The next day, the gang's eating. Chimchar's just sitting there. And we see a flashback when Paul fed him from a can. Fed bro puppy chow with 0 seasoning. Eat it fast, back to training.
Is this nigga serious?
And mind you, Paul's training is Chimchar getting jumped by 5 Pokemon, bruh. Now he's eating with friends and smiling and healing. But that trauma is still there, buddy. Battles Piplup, loses, and immediately flashes back to Paul releasing him. Bro really has Pokemon PTSD. Later that night, he has another dream. And in the dream, Paul tells him don't dodge. And a Graveler at the top is using Earthquake. This is not training, twin. This reminds me of how Sasuke did Karin, bro. He said, Karin, don't move. And then bro mixed her, bro. That's the same type scenario, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Paul ain't right, bro. Now the next important scene. Ash is getting mixed by Paul and he throws out Chimchar. Chimchar uses Flame Wheel. Ursaring uses Slash. Chimchar counters with the flamethrower. It's a direct hit. Uses Dig and then pop out the ground on him. It's time to eat dirt. Then uses another flamethrower. Bro put Ursaring on a t-shirt. Ash tells Chimchar, you rock. Let's turn this around. Ash, you was down 5 mons. It's 5-1. You're not coming back, twin. Chimchar nods and then evolves, bro. And now that he evolves into a Monferno, this man started emoting. Bro threw a Mach Punch and let the aura hit Paul. That's what I'm talking about. Top tier disrespect. Now Paul throws out the Electabuzz and they lock eyes. Now let's get to the fade. Monferno speed blitzes Electabuzz like, "What's up, nigga?" Then booms him right in the gut. Bro learned this from Goku, bruh. Fire! sends Electabuzz flying. Electabuzz uses Thunder. Monferno tanks it, then uses Flame Wheel. It gets blocked by Protect. Uses Flamethrower from the sky. Electabuzz uses Thunder Punch. 𝙪𝙤𝙩𝙞 weaved it. Then used Dig. Then chin checks, bro. Come on, bro. He out here moving different. Followed up by a Flame Wheel. Electabuzz uses Thunder Punch and then they Beam Clash. After the smoke clears, Electabuzz gets hit with Flame Wheel. Mind you, when he got hit, it made a poster, bruh. This is the cover of the episode. This is top tier disrespect. After Electabuzz gets hit with Flame Wheel, Monferno uses Mach Punch. But this man Paul is too smart, bruh. Pops to Protect and then uses Thunder. Monferno is now paralyzed, bruh. But Twin ain't done yet, bruh. He literally crashes out, bro. Bro got so heated, he beat the paralysis. How is this possible? This battle was really heating up, you feel me? Speed Blisses Electabuzz with a Mach Punch. Electabuzz uses Thunder and they clash again. But this time, Monferno faints, bruh. Ash loses the battle. Y'all already know how Ash takes every loss. Like a sissy. He wants to go crying. Let me stop for somebody get mad, bro. But Ash do be hurt, bro. I ain't gonna lie, he be hurt every time, bro. But I feel like this fight was actually like, bro, they just hold him with the writing, bro. I'm not gonna cap to you, bro. Monferno should have won that fight, bro. He was putting BTA on Electa, bro. I was so glad seeing Electabuzz get beat on, bro. Y'all don't know the pain. Y'all don't know, bro. Let me turn my camera on, bro. I didn't even have my camera on. I'm in the, bro. I was recording this part with no camera. Bro, I was so glad he was putting beats on him, bro. Now let's get to the final episode. Now y'all may be wondering, bro, what about the other time when they fought? I'm not gonna lie, I really don't care about that fight, bro. I'm sorry. Now let's get to the peak. The battle starts and they go punch for punch, causing an explosion. And they was cooking on this animation, bro. This bit too clean, bro. INFERNAPE uses Flamethrower. Do I even need to tell you what Paul used, bro? Protect, bro. Pay attention, bro. And then Thunder right after. That's the Paul specialty, bro. INFERNAPE uses Dig. Chin checked, bro, again, just like the last time. INFERNAPE uses Flamethrower. ELECTIVIRE uses Brick Break. And I ain't gonna lie, I was like, hold on, Paul is smart. Why is he using that move? But then he uses it to cut the fire, bro. Not gonna lie, W strat. And then look at this. They going crazy, bro. Blow for blow. This is absolute cinema. They trade blows again. Then INFERNAPE uses Flamethrower. Blocked by Protect. They have a stare off. INFERNAPE goes for Mach Punch. ELECTIVIRE dodges it and grabs. Hold on, Twin, is that a tentacle? Kind of freaky stuff is this? Come here! And I ain't gonna cap. This one I thought it was over. I was like, no way the writer's gonna hold Ash again, bro. Please, bro, not again. And ELECTIVIRE uses Thunder. Frying INFERNAPE, bro. This can't be legal, bro. I could have sworn Pokemon could only use the moves they have. That grab is not legal, bro. He needs to get kicked out of the match. And when he stopped shocking INFERNAPE, all you could see was the smoke coming off that boy. He goes down. This is where it gets good. ELECTIVIRE starts emoting and Paul starts talking crazy. Bro, play the clip.
So I guess that's the best you can do then. You're pathetic, just like always.
Bro, this is 𝙤𝙭𝙩𝙞, bro. INFERNAPE gets up and unleashes the flame that shoots out the top of the stadium. Bro, how is the audience not cooked, bro? This man just turned into Escanor, bro. He shoots a flamethrower at ELECTIVIRE that looks like a hyper beam, bro. How did ELECTIVIRE take this? I don't know, bro. I hate him because he's the ops, but I'm definitely getting one on my team, bro. That's a W Mon, bro. ELECTIVIRE, yes, he's the ops, but he's still tough, bro. I'm not gonna cap. After he stops it, INFERNAPE uses Mach Punch. Bro, he hit him with the meanest right hand, bro. Sent bro flying. Now it's Thunder Punch versus Flare Blitz. And I just want to make a comment. Flare Blitz literally looks like Brave Bird. They clash, causing an electrical fire tornado to shoot out of the stadium. Once again, how is anybody alive? INFERNAPE screams and it gets even bigger. And then we see him blitz past ELECTIVIRE. And all we see is ELECTIVIRE in the background. The scene turns white. We hear the heartbeats of the trainers and the Pokemon, and ELECTIVIRE falls. INFERNAPE wins, bro. This is what I'm talking about. Peak cinema, bruh. Peak cinema. Now, don't just take my word for it, bruh. Yes, I have some clips in here, but go watch this episode, bruh. This episode was great, bro. And I only talked about the important stuff and just everything that involves Chimchar and INFERNAPE, right? Golly, Chimchar. But all these golly, bro, get it out. Everything I talked about in this video is a span over 100 episodes. It's not all together. Like, I put this all together, but it's not all together. If you want to really understand this story, you have to go watch. I'm not gonna lie, it sounds crazy. I sound like a One Piece fan, but you gotta watch just watch Diamond and Pearl, bro. Just watch Diamond and Pearl, all of Diamond and Pearl, bro. It's peak, bro. Pokemon season 10 to 12, bro. Just watch it, bro. Without further ado, have a great noon, night, or after. Golly, have a great morning, noon, or night. You know what I'm saying? Drink that water and read that Bible. I am out, bro.